Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. In this video, I am going to show you my 2021 Franklin Planner setup, and I will do a flip through and talk about how I use my Franklin Planner. This is my Franklin Planner Tyler leather zipper binder in the classic size. It is in the color of black. It has an antique brass zipper. The Franklin Covey logo is embossed on the front. This is the spine of the binder, and this is the back. A few of the other binders I own are a Beautiful Life binder in the color ebony, a Beautiful Life binder in the color of champagne, the Anna binder in the sailor blue color, and the Gingham Farm Planner Love Simulated Leather Snap Binder. I like to put my planner inserts in different binders from time to time. This keeps my planning interesting. Although I change binders, I almost never change the planner inserts inside of the binders. All of the items shown in this video can be found by expanding the description area under this video and clicking on the links. The affiliate links will take you directly to the item to save you time. Also, you can save money with discount promo code Tonya Plans on the Franklin Planner website. When I open up the Tyler leather binder, there are two pin loops on the front cover and the back cover, and there is elastic on the back of the pin loop so it can accommodate larger and smaller ink pens. On the front cover, there are two secretarial pockets and there are 5 card slots. In the card slots, I have some gift cards that I received for Christmas, and I also have a stencil. This is actually a Hobonichi Techo stencil. I use the sticky notes to write down things that I give to other people. So if I have to write down someone's phone number or an address or something I want someone else to remember, I will grab one of these sticky notes and use it for that. And sometimes I use it to write down my grocery list. And the back flap of my planner is a slot where a notebook can be placed or other pieces of paper that you want to keep. The great thing about the classic size is that you can take a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, fold it in half, and place it in this binder, and I really like that. So how I am going to do this planner setup video is that I am going to talk to you and give you an overview of the sections in my planner. Once you see the overview, once you see the sections, then I'm going to go back and do a detailed review of my planner and show you up close my planner pages. I'm going to also show you how I use different planner pages in my binder. So let's get started with the overview. So for an overview, on the front and back of my planner inserts, I have clear page lifters. These clear page lifters actually came in the Beautiful Life binders that I showed you at the beginning of this video. The Tyler binder that you see here actually came with black page lifters. I switched those out for the clear ones. I like clear page lifters because it allows me to see my planner dashboard. So real quickly, in the beginning of the planner, I have a few pages here with planner decoration. This is pretty much just inspiration for when I open my planner, and I'm going to go over these in more detail after the overview. Then I have a section for online orders. Then there are 2 yearly fold-out calendars in my binder right now. I have the 2020 yearly fold-out calendar and I have the 2021 yearly fold-out calendar. Then I have 12 months of monthly calendar pages. These are a month on 2 pages. I have the 2020 monthly calendar pages in my binder in case I need to reference those. And then I have for 2021 the Carrera monthly tabs in my planner as well, and they too are a month on 2 pages. Next, from there, my next section are daily planner pages, and you will see where at first I am showing you my original daily planner pages, which are a day on 2 page, And then I go into my Carrera planner pages, which are the planner pages that I will be using for 2021 in my planner. Then I have some more planner decoration here. Then I have some tabbed sections. With these tab sections, I have a section for my YouTube videos where I put my YouTube ideas. Then I have a section for my finances. Then I have a section for miscellaneous. Then I have a tab here for work. I also have a section for family and a section for addresses and phone numbers. And at the very back of my planner inserts, I have an expense envelope. And then as you see here, I have another clear page lifter. And all the way in the back flap of my binder, I have an information sheet. It is a reminder for me to get my Tdap vaccine booster shot. Okay, so that's an overview of my planner setup. So now it's time to go into a more detailed look at my planner setup. So in this front flap here, as I said here, I have 2 gift cards that I received for Christmas. The reason why I placed them here and not in a wallet, because I have a separate wallet where I keep my debit cards, I placed them here because I have a bad habit of not using gift cards that people give me. So I'm hoping by placing them here in my binder, I will see them every day and I will be encouraged to actually use the gift cards. This Hobonichi Techo General Stencil, I love this thing because it allows me to make circles and squares and straight lines in my binder without adding bulk that comes from using stickers. So I love using this. It is small, it is compact, and what I really like about this stencil, if you look at it closely, you will see grid lines on it. So with those lightly colored grid lines, you can line up this stencil with the lines on your planner inserts and make sure that your lines and symbols are straight. This binder has 1.5-inch rings. The rings are black and they are nice and sleek and modern looking. These rings are not plastic and they feel like a sturdy material. Now, at the beginning of my binder is the clear page lifter, which I mentioned. The Franklin Planner and Teresa Collins' name is embossed in the corner. The advantage to clear page lifters is that it will keep your pages from getting messed up, because when you open and close your binder, that can be hard on the planner pages that are in the front and the back of your binder. Also, page lifters are great in that they help reduce bulkiness. They can almost be used like a pencil board underneath your planner inserts. So if you have a lot of items stored in your front and back flaps, the page lifters are sturdy enough where they can help your pages stay straight, and so when you write on your planner inserts, your handwriting doesn't look lumpy. This is a clear planner dashboard with hand lettering. I had it custom made at an Etsy shop. The name of the shop is called More Designs Company, and I will link it below if you're interested, and you can save money with discount promo code Tonya Plans in her shop. Next, this is a planner dashboard that I purchased from the same Etsy shop. What drew me to this planner dashboard is that it has that same marble-like design that are on my Franklin Planner Carrera inserts for 2021, so I thought that would be a nice background to the planner dashboard. Next is a plastic insert with 4 card slot holders. You can put pictures in this or you can put journaling cards in it. I have a card here with another hand lettered decal on here, and then I have a slot where I have some postage stamps because you never know when you might need a postage stamp. Next, I have a planner dashboard. Now this one has like a texture to it. It's different from the one on the front that was absolutely clear, but this one I had hand lettered with my word. Now this is my word, not just my word of the year, it is just the word of my life, and that word is determined. So that looks beautiful. This one is silver, where the one on the front page was gold. I got 2 different colors because I figured I could match these with my different planner binders. So if I have a binder where I have gold rings, I can put the gold dashboard in there, or if I have a planner binder where I'm using the silver rings, I could use this determined dashboard. Next is a Planner Love pocket divider here that I thought would just match my binder very nicely. Now next is a section where I just added this. This is a section called online orders, and I printed this insert from the Peanuts Planner Co. company. And with this insert, because of the pandemic, and I do a lot of shopping online now, even more than I did before the pandemic. And with the orders, I felt like I was ordering stuff and I didn't know what was coming, when it was coming, and I thought it would be helpful to have a running list of the orders that I placed. And pretty much so when I place an order, I put the date here. And if I want to, if I feel like it, I'll put the amount and the name of the company, of course, that I ordered from. And if I get a notification, sometimes I'll mark that it's shipped, but the main thing I want to mark is that it arrived. And that way I'm making sure that I'm getting everything that I ordered. I used to put my online orders directly on my daily planner pages, but I stopped doing that because it made me feel that they were scattered, and then I had to thumb through several daily planner pages to find out what I ordered. This way all of my online orders is in one place. Hey, are you finding this video helpful? If so, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe. And then I have some blank online order forms behind here. Then I have a Carrera information sheet. I haven't filled it in yet because I knew I'll be doing this planner flip through, and that would save me from having to cover up personal information. On the back here are 3 annual calendars. I have an annual calendar for 2021, 2022, and 2023. That allows me to plan out in future years if I have to. Next, I have 2 yearly fold-out pages. These are pretty much identical for 2020 and 2021. The reason why I have both years in my planner is because at the time of this video, I am filming this and 2020 is almost over, but it's not over yet. So I may want to refer to some of the information on this 2020 yearly fold-out calendar, and then when 2021 starts in a couple of days, I will probably take this out and just have my 2021 calendar in the binder. This binder is way thicker than I normally carry, but it's because I have a couple of years worth of planner inserts in here. So with this yearly fold out calendar, there are 2 different formats. There's a format on the front and a format on the back. You have the months going down on the sides, and then you have the days of the week across the top. And then you have a nice square for each day. On these squares, which I think is really nice, you have moon phases and it references holidays. So you don't have to flip back and forth to a bigger calendar. If you want to plan, you can pretty much do everything from here. I had started using this to document my workouts. When there's a R, that means I ran that day. And I also use this to reference more personal information. On the back of the yearly calendar fold out, this is the most important thing I use it for, and that is to track my cycle. I like knowing when my cycle is coming because it is certainly tied to my moods and water weight gain. So on the back side, the months are across the top and the days of the week are going down vertically. So some people use this to write in something that they're grateful for. Some people use this to write in their word of a day. Some people try to learn a new word each day. You can use this for several things. You can use this to track your medication. And here is my 2021 fold out calendar with pretty much the same format. Next, we're going to get into the monthly calendar tabs. Now, these green tabs that you see are from my original daily planner pages from 2020. I left them in my planner because at the time of this video, it's the end of 2020 and I may still want to reference information on these planner pages, although I'm about to go into 2021. Now, as you can see on my monthly planner pages, I like that the month is spread over 2 pages. This makes the blocks wider so I have enough room to write down what I need to write down. The type of items I like to write on my monthly planner pages are my work schedule. Sometimes I need to work late, so that is on my monthly planner pages. I do like to color code items. Yellow are for my work items, pink are for family, and blue are personal items. I like to highlight items in pink for family because family is important to me. It is one of my values. So I like to look throughout my planner and see things in pink because it makes me feel like I am doing activities aligned with my values. I use my monthly calendar pages for time specific events. So if there is a date and a time associated with an event, I put it on these monthly calendar pages. This is especially helpful for me because I have a daily planner where I have a day spread across 2 pages. And that means I have multiple pages for the whole year, and I can't possibly carry all of my daily planner pages in my binder. So it is important to have my monthly calendar with me because I can put time specific events on here even if I'm not carrying the daily planner pages for that particular day I am scheduling for. On the front of each month is an index. So the index acts as a table of contents. Now, because I have daily planner pages, when I write my notes and different things that I might want to reference later, if I'm later trying to find that information, I don't want to flip through a million daily planner pages looking for what the doctor told me or looking up information on that phone call I had. I can simply make a note in my index for that month that something happened. That way, if I need to retrieve information, what I do is simply skim my monthly index pages, and that will tell me the date that a specific event happened on, and then I can turn to that information on my daily planner pages. Now, there's something called the parentheses method. So, if you put a note here on your index page and you have several notes on your daily planner pages, and I'm going to show you my daily planner page, but it is basically you get a whole page for daily notes. Well, sometimes you have multiple notes on multiple subjects on your daily notes pages. So what you can do is use the parentheses method where you can put an abbreviation or some type of thing that help take you to the note that is related to the item in your index. So for example, if I'm trying to reference something on my daily notes pages, I can put the date and then I can put a dash and then the number next to the daily notes. So that will help me find that daily notes on the daily pages. Hopefully that makes sense. On the back of each monthly tab, and by the way, these monthly tabs, the paper is a harder cardstock than the normal planner pages that we are about to get to. And that's because your monthly pages are normally used a lot to reference dates and to reference items that you've written on your monthly planner pages. On the back of each monthly calendar is a master task list. Now, master task list is used for non-time specific events. So if you notice there's something that you need to do during a particular month, but you don't have a date for it yet. Let's say that you need to remind yourself to schedule an exam, but you don't have a date yet. You just want to remind yourself to make sure you do this every year. You can put that on your master task list. And that way, when you go to do your weekly planning, that serves as a reminder, and then you can take steps to schedule it out in your daily or weekly planner pages to take steps further to make sure that gets done. So again, the items that go on a master task list are non-time specific. Now, if you like, you can put your planning routines here. If there's something that you want to make sure you do every month or weekly, you can put it here on your master task list, and that can serve as a reminder to make sure you plan for those specific things. So now here I am just doing a flip through of my monthly calendar pages for 2021. As you can see, I have already used the everyday stickers to indicate my paydays. That is one of the first things I do when I set up my planner for the new year is I make a reference to when I am going to get money. So I'm just flipping through here, and these are the Carrera Daily planner pages. I love that it is such a neutral palette. It is a white page with gray tones. Very, very nice. Now next I decided to put my planning calendars up front next to my monthly calendars. Now, future planning calendars are calendars that are included in some of the Franklin Planner inserts where you can plan out for future years. So this says January 2021. These are from my 2020 inserts, the year before. And so it allowed me to do some scheduling of things that even though I didn't have the year's planner inserts, I still had a place to put things for the future. So here I am just flipping through here. Now these future planning calendars came with the month is on one page, and notice how narrow the boxes are, and that's fine because this is just should be just big enough for you to make a note. But in general, I like my monthly calendar spread over 2 pages so that the boxes are larger for me to write in. So here you will see I have future planning calendars also for 2022, for 2023, and 2024, and 2025. Look how far out I can schedule if I had to. So what I did is I placed these in here. I need to transfer the information on my future planning pages. I want to make sure that they're on my current year's planning pages, and that's why I put them in here. If you are familiar with the Franklin Planner system, you may be aware that there is a starter pack and it offers a tab for these future planning calendar pages. I chose to not include my starter pack tabs in my 2021 planner setup. And I did that because I am trying to be careful with the space that I am using in my planner. I really don't want to stuff my planner with unnecessary tabs and forms, so I really tried to think hard about my planner setup and keep my inserts to a minimum. And with that said, I do have another planner where I keep planner pages that I use less often, such as my goal planning sheets. They are in another binder because once I set my goals, I plan them out on these planner pages so that I don't need to have the goal necessarily in this binder. Now, if you're working on a goal and you need to refer to it often because it's not actually planned out in your planner, then yes, those planner sheets should be in your binder. So now is the part where I am going to flip through my daily planner pages. I have some of the 2020 inserts in here as well as some of my Carrera 2021 inserts. So you'll notice that some of them are a greenish color for the original and some of them are the Carrera gray. So I'm just going to flip through because I have personal information on some of these pages. So let me find one that I don't mind showing up close. In my daily planner spread, I have a day spread across 2 pages. So let's take a look at how it's set up. With these planner pages, I have the day of the week up here. I have the day like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday written here. And then I have 3 months on each daily spread, the current month, future month, and the prior month. And this is helpful when I'm trying to plan out in the future. I don't have to flip back and forth to my monthly tabs because most of the months that I need are right here. Here is a section for a prioritized daily task list. Then you have a section for a daily tracker. And here is a section for an appointment schedule. The times start at 8 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. And there's time at the top and bottom where you can write in additional times. Franklin Planner does have other planner pages where if you don't like these times being there, you can get a different type of planner that do not have the times pre-printed there because some people don't work conventional office like hours. Some people work different schedules. So you may not want those hours there, and there are different planner formats that are without the hours. One of them that I can think of off the top of my head is the Wanderlust planner. So on the right side of the planner each day, I get a whole page for daily notes. Now often when I get this whole page of daily notes, there are different types of notes that are written here. So I might have a work note, I might have a note about my family. here, and I might have a note about a telephone conversation that I had. And that's why I just want to reference back a little bit. When I was talking about the monthly index earlier in this video, that's why it's helpful to number the different types of notes on the daily pages. So when you reference back something on the page, you can quickly go to that section on this daily notes page and get the information that you are looking for. At the top of each day is a quote, so that's nice and inspirational. Also, over here, it has which day you are on in the year, how many days you have left in the year, and which week you are on. So that is helpful for people that are trying to reach certain goals. Perhaps you are trying to run a marathon and you want to make sure you run a certain amount of miles each week. Those type of statistics at the top of your planner could be helpful for reaching those type of goals. Going back over here to the prioritized daily task list, there are symbols here so that you can use different symbols to check off tasks in your daily task list. Now, one thing that I have recently started doing in my daily task list is that I will separate the type of task in my prioritized daily task list. So I will put a section for personal and a section for work. Because how I work is I will open my planner to this daily spread and it pretty much stays open to this page all day. So when I am at work, I want to be able to quickly go to the work items. And when it is time for my personal time, I know that these items grouped together are my personal items. I really like grouping them this way. At first, I was like mixing them all together, and that caused me to have to read through the whole list to figure out what I needed to do for work. So I really like categorizing them this way. I also like to write down in my planner when my mom is working because I like to call her and make sure that, her day went okay. I recently lost my dad, and I want to make sure I check up on her, and that's one of the ways that I do that. Sometimes in my daily tracker, and this is what I like about the Franklin Planner pages, is that you can customize it to the way you plan. I find that I tend to change my planning throughout the year. So, for example, sometimes in my daily tracker, I will track what I am eating because I really want to make sure that I am sticking to certain foods to keep my weight under control. Then there are sometimes I use my daily tracker for other things. Maybe I want to track my water intake, or maybe I want to write my weight down here, or maybe some days I want to track other things. And I have found that over time, I tend to track different things in my planner. In the appointment schedule section, at the top, I like to write down in general what is going on that day. What is the big thing going on? What is the main thing that we're going to focus on that day? So typically, I will write up there if it is someone's birthday. Like if it's my husband's birthday, I might want to put that there because I know that the majority of my day might go toward trying to make his birthday a happy one. In the appointment schedule section, I will sometimes block off my work time. This will help me visually see how much private time that I have left over in the day. So over on the daily notes pages, I take the Franklin Planner weekly compass rolls. I put a couple of them here on my daily note sheet because sometimes there are a few tasks that I want to do relating to a goal. So I will be going over the weekly compass in a minute. But over here on my daily notes page, I wrote in one of the roles that I have, which is a wife, and what I would like to do as a wife today, and I've put it there. Then I have another role, I'm a mother. Recently, I have taken custody of my 12-year-old nephew. I've previously just had a 14-year-old teenager, but now I have two school-age children in my household that I care for. So I like to sometimes put notes over here about what I need to do or what I need to follow up with them about. A lot of times on my daily notes pages, I end up putting numbers, like if I'm trying to figure out how much I'm going to spend on something, or if I'm trying to figure out if I can afford something, if I'm trying to do cost comparisons. Like sometimes I'll go to several websites and look up an item and try to figure out where's the cheapest place I can buy it from. I will sometimes put notes like that on my daily planner pages. So now I would like to talk about the weekly compass. Now, to me, the weekly compass is the part of the Franklin Planner system that makes me feel whole. Because to feel whole as a person, we don't necessarily feel whole just by completing a bunch of tasks. And sometimes many of the tasks that we do are related to other people and not ourselves or self fulfillment. So the weekly compass, I feel, deals with certain areas of our life to make us feel our best and to live our best life. So at the top of the weekly compass, this is the section that deals with yourself, your self care. And your self care is divided into four areas: your physical well being, your social and emotional well being, your mental well being, and your spiritual well being. So, what you do on a weekly compass is you put your big rocks. Big rocks are those things that are most important. What is the most important thing that you can do this week for this particular area? So where it says physical, I put the most important thing I can do this week is exercise 3 times this week. For social and emotional, I put the most important thing I can do, or my big rock, is to call a friend. For mental well-being, I put to meditate 3 times a week. For spiritual well being, I put to read and journal on a Bible verse. So, at the bottom part of the weekly compass, this deals with your roles as it relates to others. Roles are those things that you are. Like, I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a sister, I am a financial systems advisor. That's the name of my full time job. And I am a daughter. And then under each one of these things, I put big rocks. What is the most important thing that I could do this week under each role? So, for example, for wife, I put the most important thing I could do this week is to set up and schedule date night. So I just want to quickly show you the Carrera Daily Planner. It is pretty much the same setup as the original, but the color scheme is much more neutral, as you can see here, and it has like the marble design on the side, which is very, very nice. Next, I have a plastic sheet protector, and inside it I placed an art print. You can buy these art prints from the Franklin Planner website, and I love this quote. It says, "You must do the thing you think you cannot do," and that is a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. On the back here, I have a family photo. And the next section here, I have different tabs that I felt I would need most often in my everyday binder. You will see there is a plastic tab divider here, and I printed these myself. If you're interested in learning how to make these, I've done a video on this. I will link it below, but they're super easy to do. I like to do these because I think it adds interest and it makes my binder look prettier as I flip through it. This next page, this is a Gingham Gardens tab divider that I got from Franklin Planner here, and I put the tab on here called YouTube, and in here are just some notes. So when I get ideas about YouTube videos, I just jot them down real quickly here. I tend to forget a lot of things, so writing them down really helps me out a lot. And also, I read and respond to every comment that someone makes. And by the way, I hope you leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. You can comment about anything. If you want, you can just say hi. I would love to hear from you. But a lot of times I take the ideas from comments because people tell me what type of videos they like for me to do. So I do read the comments and do put them in my notes to do videos that people request. It may not come up right away, but eventually I will get around to doing the video that you request. This next section are my finances. As you can see, here's the clear page divider, and then this is the Gingham Gardens tab divider behind it. And I probably should cover some of this information up because I guess, this is pretty personal. But what I did was I spent a lot of time on my finance section. And because this video was already going a little long, I'm going to do a separate video on how I did my finance section. I also have a sheet here with my automobile servicing. Every time I get work done to my car, like an oil change or my tires rotated, etc., I make a reference of it here on my automobile referencing sheet. And then I have a sheet with other personal information on it here. Next tab is called Miscellaneous, and this is where I keep blank forms, like the daily cutoff notes pages. These cutoff notes pages you can stick in between the daily planner pages. So if you run out of space on the daily notes pages, you can stick one of these in between there. And because it's cut short, you can still see the date and the quote, etc. at the top of the page. I also here have my favorite Bible quote, A Time for Everything. And I also have Benjamin Franklin's 13 Virtues printed out. The next section is my work tabs. And here I have a website tracker. The next section is called Family. And I have another one of the art prints here. It says Work Your Magic. And here I printed off some weekly sheets from Peanuts Planner Co. These are undated, and what I wanted to do during the week of Christmas, I wanted to have some special events for the teenagers that live in my house. So we set up where we would watch a Christmas movie one night and bake gingerbread cookies, or another night we watched a movie and had popcorn. But I wanted to make the holidays special, but I just needed a couple of pages to plan out my week this particular time. And here I have some of the pages from the starter pack. I have already completed these items. I've ended up typing these up on the computer and printing these out. And like I said, I will be doing a video to show you how I wrote my personal mission statement. And lastly, in my planner, I have an expense envelope, and this is where I put receipts in. I put all receipts in here, and pretty much when it gets full, I go get another one. This comes in a pack of 12. You could technically change out your expense envelope every month. I don't do that, and I don't take the time to really write on the front here. They have a section where you can write in what the receipt is for, the date, and all that. I don't do that. I just throw the receipt in the envelope. I can always find a receipt if I need it. Okay, so we finally came to the end, and I know this video is a little long, and if you're still with me, I appreciate you so much. I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like this video. This is Tonya, helping you feel more organized so this can be your best year yet. Take care.